Moving on now, and this is why we have got Nigel here. Tunisia versus England, Group G. England 1.44, draw 4.5, and Tunisia 9. Now, I do know, Nigel, when I have spoken to you about England in the past, you are never hopeful. You're always like a bit of a Debbie Downer when you speak about England. And didn't we have him on? Didn't we have him on? And then he was like, and we had Flash as well. You guys were like, no goals, England. Like, and you gave them like a real rap.
This
and
is why
they score? Like,
absolutely. This is why I wanted to ask.
So are you the right man for the job, Nigel?
We have Nigel to talk about England. He's fading them. Come on.
Well, when you said it's a big game for Nigel, you do know my mother's Tunisian. No, she's not really. But anyway, I think the trouble with England is that, especially at my age, I'm 45 years of age, right?
You are?
I'm 45. No, 45 years. And I've been brought up with a golden generation of England. I've been brought up with the fans. And I've, as a child, I believed we could win every World Cup, every European Championship, and we could perform. And in my lifetime, I've been let down so many times. We've got to tournaments, we haven't performed. We've had penalty heartbreak. And it sort of got into your psyche that England football team will go there and they won't do well. This England team goes to a major competition with nothing to fear whatsoever. They go there with hope of the nation. If we get the quarterfinals, it's a good result. And it goes there, it's a happy camp. And the media in this country are loving being around the England team. There was a darts match today between the England football team and the press journalists. That would never have happened. So it's a happy camp to be around. And I hope that changed into what's happened. But England have done so well through qualification because they've been so solid defensively. They have hardly any goals. Gareth Southgate has got the back four working really hard. He plays his system with a back three. He plays two attacking wing-backs who defend all the time. It's a real defensive system, and he plays a sole striker up front in Harry Kane, and he plays Raheem Sterling behind that striker, which means you're not going to score many goals, but you're not going to concede many goals. And I hope that England really go out and have a go at Tunisia, but they won't because the fear of losing is massive. Now, England are 1.3 for this game. England will probably win this game, but are England at 1.3 against a very, very good Tunisia side? I don't think they're at 1. I don't think they are. I think they can win the game, but as I said it before, England have only ever won 4 opening matches in the history of major tournaments. We go into them with a fear of losing. We did beat Tunisia in 1998. That was Paul Scholes, David Beckham, all these kind of players. Alan Shearer, proper side. This side is nowhere near that. I actually think England will win, but I think it'll be a typical England nervy 1-0 win. And for that reason, I think Tunisia plus 1.5 goals is a bet. Because I don't think England will really care about... They just want 3 points to get their World Cup up and running with a win. And I think Southgate, I'd probably back England to win 10-0 as well. Mm-hmm. But I'm very loath to take the 1.3. And it's very hard for anyone. I mean, Alex probably feels the same with whenever Romania play. You want your team to win, but you look at the prices, and I'll be cheering England all the way. But I just cannot back them at 1.3. I don't think we're 1.3 chance in an opening game against World Cup against a very good Tunisian side who are very defensively strong. I think under 2.5 goals is a bet here. Yeah. Because England games are always under 2.5 goals. England to win to 0, probably a bet as well. But purely as an English person, I think the best bet here is Tunisia plus 1.5. And I'm going to go for that. And I think England win 1-0. They'll be delighted. Absolutely delighted.
It was my impression, or he said something bad about the Romanian side, that England will kill Romania or stuff like that. He said
no. I said
I'm joking.
What I said is that I said, like, whenever a team, whenever you feel passionate about your country and you're also involved in gambling, there's a lot of times you never back your country because you don't want to lose your money. You don't want to lose your money and also feel absolutely devastated your country's been beaten in a World Cup. And I think that's the case with me. I think I've sort of given up betting on England winning because I want them to do so well, but also I don't want the added whammy of losing money and then losing at the same time. So, but I think we're already too short, and I think Tunisia plus 1.5 goals would be my bet here. But England to win to 0 as well was a very, very close second. I do think England will win, but 1-0 will be just the perfect result for them.
Yeah. Well, listen, the other thing is, though, obviously you're saying that you won't back England at that price, but what about combining it with something like the under 3.5 goals? You've got England and the under 3.5 goals at 1.95. Would you back something like that? Would you do a combination bet with England to win it?
I wouldn't. I just think the 1.3 is too short. So every permutation with England's going to be too short. So the value is always going to be with Tunisia, in my opinion. But also as well, I just can't financially get involved with England because I'll be so disappointed if I lost $50 or $100 and England lost as well. It would just be it would crucify me. So no, I'm going to go. My purely professional head is Tunisia plus 1.5 because I don't think England will win 2 or 3. I think they'll get the 1 goal and that'll be perfect. And once England shuts up shop, Tunisia won't be able to score against England. So, if I was looking for an England angle, I would go for England to win to 0. But Tunisia plus 1.5. It's Bet365 or 5 to 8, which is what's that? It's around about 1.5, 1.6, maybe a bit short. But that would be my bet.
Yeah. Harry Kane, anytime goal scorer, is that something he's a world-class player for England? Would you back him to score?
He will have a lot of help from Sterling, from the midfield, and I think that you heard it first here. England to qualify in the quarterfinals, to have a deep run in this tournament. Let me back your country, Nigel. You don't have to worry about it. I will back them. So I'm going for England and the over 1.5 goals in the match at 1.83. I love England also winning to 0, what Nigel said. I love that because I don't think Tunisia will score against them because since Southgate is in charge of the national team, they are very, very good in their defense, and they kept, I think, that 7 clean sheets in their last 10 fixtures. Okay, some of them they were friendlies, but remember that they played high quality teams in the process. So I'm going yes, England and the over 1.5. I can see from 2-0 and up going the score at 1.83.
Yeah, I think Tunisia is going to keep it tight. We've got a couple. Just shout out here, Brent Brooks. I've been chatting with you on Twitter. I recognize your name. Thank you for joining us live. We've got. We go back. We've got a lot of French picks here. Anything on the French game quickly, Nigel? I know a little bit of a detour on. I like France minus 1.5. We've got a couple of people asking Mbappe to score. Do you like anything in that game?
They can watch our show from yesterday.
Yeah, but Nigel wasn't on it though.
Yeah,
so they can watch our show and...
wait, because Nigel can talk about France, cannot talk about England, because he's fading them. Okay, go on.
One thing as an Englishman is you never back England, you never back France. So I think Australia. I think Australia will cause some problems. And the other thing with France as well is they're always just one game away from a complete meltdown. So France are one of my teams I want to take on in this World Cup. There's been an overreaction. Mbappe, I think, will be a star of the tournament. Mbappe to score maybe the bet there. But I think Australia make it, not win it, but I think plus 1.5 Australia will be my bet. I wouldn't back France at minus 1.5 against anybody.
Whoa.
Just Senegal. Remember Senegal?
I'm just going back now to some previous comments here. We've got England is an auto pass for me, says Zamin Saeed. Alert Eddie, England wins this game 2-0. Brent Brooks, England wins 3-0. So a bit of a common denominator here being the win to 0.
What you're going for? This is the question. You have so many plays here.
I know, because I have to just give one on the show, and I have like a couple because I like to spread it around. I've got the under 2.5 goals at 1.78, Tunisia plus 1.5. I managed to get that at 1.68, and I've got England and the under 3.5 goals 1.95.
Go with that one, the last one. I can feel it. Trust my guts. Right, come on.
If it loses,
I know you'll drink 2 beers.
I know where you sleep at night. I
sleep at night.
I will hunt you down.
Okay.
England and the under 3.5 goals for my official record. But there's 3 bets that I really like there, and I actually really like as well the win to 0. I think it's a good game to bet on.
Yeah.
There are good games and there are even better games, and this is a good one.
Correct.
Yeah, this is a good one. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.